I have daddy issues. So
Who
We
don't?
all do.
Self in the mirror like what the fuck?
Welcome back to the Girls Room, a perfect space for imperfect people. I'm Emily, and today we have Miss Faven and
Uh,
a new, but actually was part of the Girls Room too, as well, Miss Carlelli. As you all know, it is Women's Month. It is March still. We may be a little bit into March, but we still decided to make a video dedicated on womanhood because, as you all know, it is something that is constantly growing, and we just thought, why not talk about it and bring on our friend who is a newly mother, and
yeah.
she's also newly in her 30s as well. Well, like a little seasoned in, but we
a little
figured,
bit.
why not bring her on so we can talk about like her new experience, our experiences together, growing in our friendships, and just our identity with womanhood. I feel like it would just be such a cool space right now to talk about like how things are changing and yeah, how things are moving along. But hello, Miss Cardelli. You want to introduce
Hi
yourself a little more?
guys. Bear with me, I'm a little bit shy, but I'm really excited to be here with you guys and record another episode of the Girls Room and something that I'm truly passionate about, women.
Yeah.
Hey.
Womanhood. I am 30, which is so crazy. I turned 30 back in August, and I think it's so crazy that I'm a mom in my 30s. I think I kind of manifested it, but I also didn't think it would happen. So it's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like I mean, I'm almost gonna be in my 30s
I'm
still.
right there too.
Faven,
Shit.
yeah, Faven just had her birthday.
Yeah.
She's
The last year of
literally
my
was
20s. So
Ooh,
we're
enjoy them,
right
girl.
there.
Enjoy
We're rounding
them.
up.
yeah, we're right there with you, girl. But it still feels like I'm a teenager. Like sometimes I'm like, bitch, you're pushing 30. Like you're a grown woman. Like
Yeah.
you're not a young hoe.
No, you always a young co at heart, okay? Just like a
Yes.
baddie's always a baddie, a young co's always a young co.
Yes.
Exactly. So we already had some questions that we wanted to ask. I think Fabian and I spoke about like, especially as because women are pregnant for 9 months. For those of you who don't know,
Right.
most really 10.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like when Carlelli first told us that she was pregnant, it was really, first of all, I was really shocked. Like
I was
I think I
shocked too.
cried. Well, we did like a whole trick on Fabian. Like
We
we did
Oh,
did.
like
yes, you guys did. It was like this emergency, and it turns
yeah,
out
we were like
no.
Fabian this.
And then I'm reading this paper, and I'm like, is it a scavenger hunt? Like, what's going on? And then she's gonna be a mama, or they're gonna be parents. I was like, what?
Right.
And there's like the reaction at first where it's like, oh my gosh, but we're so young. And then I'm
We're
like,
so
wait,
Right.
young.
she's 30 and she's been with her man for
30.
10 years. Like they're
Yes.
keeping it.
Yes,
I know.
yes. We're keeping the baby.
Right. Well, and she's here now.
She is here for 2 months, sorry.
3 months.
2 months. Will be three soon, actually.
Oh
Like
my
time
God,
is just
time
going
is
by way too fast.
flying.
Yeah, it's flying so fast. I think 2 more weeks and she's three months.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
she's the
I know.
cutest little thing ever.
I know.
That was like I remember you telling me that you're pregnant. It was obviously unexpected for me. What how did you feel when you first like what was it? Like were you planning it? Were you not? Like what was going on? What was going on?
Well, for me, being 10 years in my relationship, you would think that I was planning it, but no. Well, so Elvin and I had been hoping to get pregnant at that point for about 4 years.
Oh wow.
But I did have, and I shared this with Fabian and Emily, that I did have some issues, with my menstrual cycle and all that. I was just diagnosed with PCOS, so I thought, okay, this makes sense why I haven't gotten pregnant. So, um, I got checked out and everything and got everything sorted away. Started working on myself to become more healthy since I was just diagnosed with PCOS. And so Alvin and I came to the conclusion that we would wait another 1 to 2 years. to get pregnant because I really wanted to focus on learning this new thing that I was just diagnosed with. So, and I do know that with having PCOS, it's so important to have a healthy lifestyle. And
Mhm.
I'm like, I am not there at all. So let me get to working on that. And yeah, I got pregnant.
It worked too good.
Yeah, it was
In Puerto
too
Rico.
good. And I had just started going to the gym for like 3 weeks at that point, and I got pregnant. And I was like, but
Really?
I did not. I was like, at first, when I was taking that pregnancy test, I was like, it's going to be a no. But when I saw that it said pregnant, like, I still can't even describe the feeling. Like, I was so excited, like, so happy that I'm seeing what I've been dreaming of seeing. But then fear just like rushed in so quick. It was crazy. Like, I was just
Naturally.
like, yeah, because I was like, no, but like I have PCOS and like something bad is gonna happen is what
Oh.
I thought. Like, God forbid I would, miscarriage is what I thought at that moment. Like, I'm gonna
Hmm.
miscarry, it's not gonna fall through. But thank God that it did. But even going to my appointment, I found out I was pregnant on Mother's Day, which is so crazy.
That's so
So
cute.
crazy. Yes, on Mother's Day. And it's also Elvin's birthday, my partner's birthday. So found out I was pregnant Sunday. Monday, went to get checked right away with
Said
my OB because
ASAP.
I was like, I need to know, I need to know.
Yes.
And even then looking for the baby, get the ultrasound done, it took them a little bit of time to find her. But at
Hmm.
that moment, even I was like, oh my God, this was all in my head. This, like, I was right. I'm not even pregnant.
What?
Oh,
But she found her. I don't know. It's so all these little moments that you're just like, it probably didn't even take her that long, but for me, it felt eternity just for her to find her
oh,
the little bean. She's a little bean
oh.
at that time. So I realized, okay, this is what I want, but
Yeah.
it's hard at the same time.
What did your life look like before coming a mom or before even looking at those two double lines? Because I feel like
Right.
for me personally, like I'm obviously nowhere near that. But like if I were to
Same.
see that, like instantly, I feel like I would just have a whole flashback of like what my life was previously and like coming to terms with maybe that's never gonna be again or it's gonna look different. So like what was your life like before that?
Before that, traveling, well, I had just started traveling, actually, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, being selfish is what I'll say. Being
Yeah.
selfish with my time, with when I would go to bedtime, when I got to get up,
Oh.
how long I could do my makeup and hair for. It's a lot. Like, you realize that you can no longer become selfish. Although during pregnancy I still was a little selfish, but you do give up a lot, with the eating and what you can eat, what you cannot eat. It becomes physically like hard to do certain things, like just simply going to the gym. Like, I didn't even go to the gym because I'm like, I can barely, deal with how I feel physically, let alone get myself to go there. But
Mm-hmm.
is just the traveling, drinking, hanging out with friends whenever, going to the club. Like, that's what my life used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Last
Oh.
year we celebrated
Mm-hmm.
our
We had
friend's
a last
birthday,
hurrah.
and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dang, this year I won't be able to do that because I got to be
Mm-hmm.
home with the baby. So
Oh.
I did have a lot of free me time before.
Do
Yeah.
you feel like you had to say goodbye to like a version of yourself when you saw those
Yes.
two lines? You knew?
Yes. Well,
Oh.
no, I when I saw those two, I didn't know. I think I knew once I started to physically see the changes in my body. That's when
Mm.
I was like, oh no, like, I'm not me
What
anymore.
was
The
like
pants
the
weren't
first
fitting.
one, like the first physical change that you noticed? And you're like, okay, this is happening. This is legit.
You're like, she's never
Right.
coming back.
I want to say when my jeans weren't fitting anymore.
Oh
I
my
was like,
gosh.
I was like, no. I was like, okay. And then once I started to show like my belly, I was like, okay, it's, I'm already just my clothes or like me looking at myself with a belly. I'm like, I'm letting go of the old Curlily. And that came rushing in like, oh, it was
Like a
weird.
train.
Yes, I was like, ah, I want to go
I don't want
backhand.
to get hit. Don't. That's actually like terrifying for me. Like I just no. I know like I would crash out.
Oh,
I would.
I definitely crashed out. Yes, I
Really?
did. Yes, and like I felt so guilty for it because
Oh.
my sister was pregnant 6 years ago, and then my mom, she's also a new mommy now, with an 8 month old. So I'm just like everyone around me who's been pregnant, they've just seemed so excited and so happy, and here I was sad because I'm losing my old self. I'm looking at my body physically and I'm just like, this is not who I am. Like I'm gone. Like my old body is gone, right? I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then I realized I might not even get her back. At least my body,
Yeah.
because
Mm,
it takes time. And some
Mhm.
some women don't even go back to the size they used to be. Completely fine. I'm not saying you should, if
yeah.
you want to and you can, good for you. If you can't, that's also okay.
Yeah.
But that's like the grieving that I'm
Yeah.
still currently doing.
I
No,
was
that's
gonna say,
real.
like, was there anything like going through that where you're like, nobody prepared me for this? Like nobody talks about this. Like, no one prepared me for this.
No one talks about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
even think that I've been on, you see social media on TikTok, your friends that you see on social media, and everyone's just so happy, which it is a happy time, right? When you're pregnant, but or now as a mom, but I think everyone needs to be honest and say like, yeah, it is hard to, and that's okay. And I
Right.
wasn't seeing a lot of that until I had to look for it myself, like women who deal with anxiety, because that's me. I deal with anxiety a lot during pregnancy, not so much now as postpartum, but
Mhm.
I still did had to do research myself of like women out there actually feeling, other than happy, what else are they feeling?
Yeah.
Right.
And it was a lot of anxiety and grieving, and for some depression, because you are losing a part of yourself. um so yeah, I just started like going off of that.
No,
No, you're
yeah.
being
I mean,
real.
Yeah.
you're being real, and
Yeah.
like maybe someone listening needs to hear this. I mean, even me listening, but I feel like that's what gives me like listening to that, it gives me a lot of anxiety because I am like in a position now in my womanhood where I have been working so hard on myself. I've been healing, I'm in therapy. I've been working really hard, and like for me, like thinking of like pregnancy, it is scary because it feels like it's just a loss of your life. Like like people are like, "Oh, yeah, yeah." But I'm like, I'm not there yet. Like I'm like you said earlier, like I'm like I I want to be selfish. I want to take naps. I want to like
Right.
spend 2 hours on my makeup. Like, and personally, I'm like, I don't want to do that now, and that's okay. And like, I understand things happen, like obviously unexpectedly, but
Right.
like, I feel like that also goes to like my next question is like, do you feel like throughout your pregnancy, or maybe even before or now in your postpartum journey, like, do you feel like friends in different stages, because like obviously I'm in a different stage, Fabian's in a different stage, you're in a different stage now, like do you feel like there's room to like understand each other, or is it just like maybe I just need mommy friends? Like how
Yeah.
do you feel like with your friendships now that you're a mother, or like you were in your pregnancy for 10 months, like
I will say that when my sister was pregnant and when she had her baby, I felt like I understood her, but now that I'm in it, I'm like, no, I didn't. I did not
oh
understand her. Yeah. So, but even then, I feel like with my friends right now, I don't feel like I am alone. Like I do feel the support
mhm
a lot. I do feel like for example, Victoria, she did reach out a lot during pregnancy, which I didn't
mhm
even think anyone would. I
no
did I because I know I didn't. So I'm like, I'm pregnant. Um you still feel like people see that you're just going through normal life, because
mhm
you wouldn't think again that it's something that would be both happy and sad at the same time. So I feel like at the like I'm trying to explain it So
No, I think I know what you're saying.
like,
Like people like you people just assume like it's just this
that
happy
yeah, you're
period and
just
like
happy, period.
yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So for her to reach out constantly, I'm like, I don't, she's not even a mom yet, but for some
Mhm.
reason she was that one person that did constantly reach out. I know you guys also did, and I'm just like, I didn't do that with my sister. So I
Oh.
do feel
Mhm.
like luckily I had the people around me do reach out, even though if they didn't think that I was like sad or anything, it was still nice to see like, how are you doing, like how's pregnancy going, or
Yeah.
how are you feeling. And that, even if I would lie and say it's going great, like it is going great because it was going great, but I had my, it's just those little moments I'm just like, no, I'm actually sad right now.
Yeah.
But it will still be nice to like have those friends to like reach out. So
Yeah.
definitely I say, yeah, who your support system is really does matter, and who you have around.
Were there like moments where you're like, damn, I thought this person was gonna be around and they just did not show up? Or like, I feel like also like you just, I feel like as a woman, you see who's there throughout your pregnancy, who's
Yeah.
not there. And like, were there any moments where you're like, wow, like I didn't expect this person to not show up and they didn't? Like, you just were really maybe like, maybe you had more losses being pregnant, like with friendships or people or, you know, connections.
I not friendship. I would
Mm-hmm.
want to say it sounds so
Like
bad. Maybe
acquaintance.
like, yeah, acquaintance who like didn't reach out. And there were people that I wouldn't think that would reach out did reach out as well.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah, it was, but not, I feel like just acquaintance who I thought would be there
Yeah.
weren't. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, not really like a close friend. No, I don't think that I didn't have someone like reach out. Maybe one, I would say,
Yeah.
actually. I just thought about
Like,
it.
wait, actually?
Yeah, like actually,
Actually,
one
famous.
friend. Yes, I thought that would like how, cause the way that they were acting for my gender reveal, I was like, okay, maybe, but then it's like, so I'm like, okay, maybe they weren't aware of it.
So you're saying to reach out
Yeah.
when you're pregnant, reach out. Like that's the
Reach
support
out
you
to
would really
your
need.
friends, yes, when
Yeah.
you're pregnant and postpartum, for sure.
Yeah,
That's
I
that's
feel
my
like it's
one
really
thing.
tricky too because you also like someone who is not pregnant, right? Like I won't understand until I
Same.
go through it,
Until
you know,
yes.
if that ever happens. And I feel like you said, like with your sister, like once I go through it, when I'm like, wow, like I should have reached out more, like I should have done this, like, you know, like it's kind of one of those things. I think it's like a two-way street, you know, like as someone who is like going through this new journey of being a mother, and then someone like as a friend who's not. Um, there could be like a two-way street where it's like, hey, what do you need? Like, can you tell me? Like,
Yeah.
because some
Let
people
me know
are
how
just
to
kind of
support
like,
you.
yeah, so
Right.
especially with women, you know, and there are just like different scenarios with women nowadays. Like, some people are dealing with things that they don't want to show, or like their own, you know, fertility journeys and not being comfortable. You know how like everyone's always asking questions like, oh, when are you guys gonna have kids? And it's like you don't
Yeah.
know if like they're dealing with any fertility issues. So I feel like, you know, it
Right.
always kind of it's a little tricky for everyone, but I feel like having that support during that very what feels like from what you're saying a very like vulnerable stage in your life, and probably going to continue that because you're gonna still be in the newborn trenches for a little
Right.
bit. But like other than that, like how does it feel to be like a girl mom? Because I feel like we are just so girly between the three of us. We're like very
Yes.
whimsy,
Yes.
girly, like how does that feel? I feel like that would be so healing in a
Oh, I
way.
love it. Yes. It really is healing. I love being a girl mom already.
Um,
I for a moment I thought I wanted a boy, but I'm like, no, I deserve a girl because I just want to dress her up.
yes.
And I was just so excited to see Elvin as a dad, and a girl dad at that. I'm just like, I just know he's gonna be amazing, and he is amazing, an
Aw.
amazing father. So
We love that.
um, I do feel like a part of me is healing because I have daddy issues. So
Who
We
don't?
all do.
yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I need this. I need a girl.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely healing just to see him, and I'm pretty sure. I think as she grows and the more I'll see Elvin and Elena's relationship grow, it's gonna continue to heal me, because I know that I don't have a relationship with my dad. That's a whole other thing, but
Right.
definitely that part of me is definitely healing.
Oh,
But also being
Beautiful.
a girl mom can be a little scary, just because the world is
Wow.
so evil.
fucked. It's
I
fucked.
know.
It's fucked. So my job is to, make sure that she grows up being a strong woman who can
Yes.
defend herself,
Period.
who
Okay.
can stand up for herself. Yeah.
Okay.
And be confident in who she is, because ain't nobody
Yes.
gonna fuck around with my baby. Nobody's gonna mess with
Period.
her.
Period.
So,
That's that
oh,
lioness coming
Arr.
out. She said, my baby. Don't
my
touch
baby, don't
her."
touch her. And yeah,
Well, I think
so
you told me that like someone said she was cute, and you were like,
who are you? Like, it
like
Who are you?
it's
protective.
so weird. Yeah, I'm like, please don't compliment
Like
my
this
baby if you don't know me.
protective. Mm-hmm.
Like a
Yeah, that is
stranger
weird.
just said your baby's so cute. I'm just like, thank you.
You're like,
Look away
what do
now.
you mean by
Look away.
Right.
that?
I'm taking down her
Yeah, just all
picture.
these. Yeah, like no, seriously. I don't know. I feel like womanhood is like, I feel like I haven't gone through it. Fabian hasn't gone through it, but I feel like there is still just that understanding of being a daughter, right? Like just
Right.
being a
Yeah.
daughter, having your mother, and like kind of going through these things, and maybe like some shared experiences and stories now. Because like I know personally, it is just not in the future right now for me. But
I'm
that's
right
just
there with
for
you.
many other reasons. Because one, there's just like not even a roster right now. Like there's not even a potential baby
It's
daddy.
dry.
Like it's dry. Like I don't even have like
Pick
a
right, ladies.
like oh yeah, girl. We gonna have to make a whole episode on that topic
That, yeah, we
Literally.
really do need to.
because it is bleak out here. There's not even a potential baby daddy. There is just not even like anyone right now. Like I'd rather go to the bank and get me some because like that's how bad it is right now. But I'm also at the point where I'm just like, no, I'm really enjoying where I'm at right now in my life. Like, I do not want kids. Like, big mama, no kids right
Hey.
now. But sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like, sometimes when I say that, or like even when I'm on social media and I see like a post and I want to repost it, I'm like, oh, I hope I'm not offending my friends who have kids. Cause like, Carlella, you have
Not
a daughter
me.
now.
I know.
Taylor has a kid, and it's like, damn, like I don't got no kids,
I
but like I don't
know.
want to offend my friends that do, because I'm not in that space, like
Right, right.
I'm not there, and I think Fabian, you're not there either.
No, no, it's literally, when you were mentioning like the selfishness, like you're grieving that. That's what I think about all the time. Like sometimes I wake up at like, I don't know, 10 a.m. Well, that's not too bad. But I don't know, my life is just so it's active right now. My career is growing. I'm really focusing on my female friendships right now, and yeah, the roster's dry. So where am I going even? But no, it's the idea of that, like I have so many big dreams, so many goals, and sometimes I wonder if like Emily was just saying like, you don't want to have kids, like F them kids for real. But am I saying that because I'm just, I don't know, am I being conditioned by because of the world? Because I know I could be a good mother one day, not saying right now, but I don't know. It's just it's like a double whammy. Like I would love to have a family. I would love to have a great husband who is a great girl dad. I want to have a girl so bad one day, but I don't know. It's just like this weird in between, like my selfishness and all these people talking about like the 4B movement. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that, where women are trying to contribute to the declining birth rate because of how crazy the patriarchy is. But that's an episode for another day. But yeah, I don't know. It's
Right, right.
yeah. It's a beautiful thing to see your friends like you grow and enjoy your new motherhood, this new womanhood, but at the same time it's like I feel like I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm just scared. I'm scared of like the commitment, the fact that you would have to be devoted to this child. I don't know. I guess I'm a little selfish.
No, no, you're fine. You're fine. And I feel like I also didn't realize that until it started to happen. But I will say it is a beautiful thing. Like, yes, you. are grieving like your old life, but at the same time, it is a new life and it is a beautiful one. Like, it's just also being a mom is the most beautiful thing to me. And I know it may not, it should be for everybody who becomes a mom, but if you don't want it, that's okay too. And that's another thing that I did want to mention real quick. The shaming of, I've been seeing mommy shaming, one, and
Mm,
two, moms shaming women who say they don't want to be moms. And I'm just like, why do you care? It's okay if you don't want to be a mom. That's fine. Having a baby, having kids is hard. It's a beautiful thing and it's a hard thing. And you're never ready for it. But once that baby is here, you do want to devote and your time to them and just be better for them. Like, it just being a mom now, I'm like, I want to do so much with my life because I want her to grow up and see me and be like, that's who I want to be. I want to be
mm,
able to take care of myself, right? Go to the gym, do my makeup. I want to be able to do all these other things. I've been saying I want to do content creating for so long, and not until now that I'm a mom, I want to pursue that. Like,
oh, that's
honestly,
beautiful.
because I want her to be like, you know what? My mom went after her dreams. I'm going to do the same.
Oh,
So, like, it's a beautiful thing. But yeah, like, I think whenever you're ready, I obviously thought I was ready, and and I wasn't. And I also made the, like, I told myself that I'm going to have to wait, when in reality, it happened out of nowhere for me when I finally made peace with it, of like, maybe it's not my time now. But definitely your time will come. And I think right now, yeah, you guys, the
yep,
roster, I know it's
yep.
there. So live your lives, lady, and that man
Oh
will come
yeah.
when he comes, and
Huh.
then the baby will come when they come.
I'm taking that pill every day.
I'm just closed for
Locked
business. Ain't no
down.
business happening.
Yeah.
Right. And that's fine too. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
no. I think
Yeah, it
like even
is.
what you were saying, like I feel like there's that sense now where it's like you have more fuel because you have your daughter, you want to be that reflection. And I feel like that's like a really like a question. Like it's like when ladies, when was the first time like you felt like a woman? Like I feel like, you know, there's like maybe like a coming to age moment where you're like, damn, I'm a woman. Like I whether it was a good feeling maybe or maybe it's like, wow, like I'm a woman. Like I don't know. Like when you were talking about that, I feel like I just had that realization where like, wow, I am a woman.
I'm a
like
woman.
like because it's I think what it is, it has to do with like being in a space where you're just motivated and fueled for me. Like you know, following my dreams with content and like seeing things come to life. Like I was like, girl, I'm waking up, I'm working 3 jobs, I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm
Okay.
still bleeding. I'm still, you know, I'm still crying. I got my makeup on. I don't got my makeup on. My hair is on. My hair is not done. And there was this moment for me where I was just like, finally, like, you know, bringing color back into my life because, you know, I always be wearing black. But now I'm like, you know, I just want to wear color. Like, my nails are always so cutie and like
Yeah.
designed. And I just like sat in my bed and I was like, I love being a woman. Like, I love this.
Yes.
Like, I finally, like, almost 30, I finally was like, wow, like that song, I feel like a woman. Like it really
Woman.
was just like this empowering moment where like I was like, I can do whatever the fuck I want and be bad at it, good at it, doesn't matter because I'm fueled like as a woman. Like I was
Exactly.
I don't know, what was that moment for y'all? Because I really thought about that when you were talking about like having that fuel for your daughter and like showing her like this is what your mommy did. Like that's why I want to do it now, and that's why I want to be selfish now. So when the time comes, it's like, yeah, I did all that
I
for
did all
Right.
that.
you.
Hmm.
But really for me. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, Fabian, if you want to share.
Yeah. I feel like you said, like in your late 20s, about to be 30, I feel like now I'm starting to feel like this full-fledged woman, a woman who's chasing her dreams, chasing her career, but also I feel like now I'm really focusing on I guess my female friendships. Like it's there's no man right now. There's no toxic relationship. There's nothing. So it's literally just me against me. Or I guess yeah, it's just me against me, and I'm not trying to be against myself. So I don't know. I wouldn't say like, "Oh, do I feel like a woman?" I still feel like a kid sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But I do, I think I trust myself as a woman now. And I think that's how I
Oh,
know I'm becoming a woman. I'm
Mm.
trusting myself. I feel an inner confidence that doesn't come from the way I look, but it's my character. And I feel like even my relationship with God has like, no, I'm not saying I'm the most, spiritual, the most religious person at all. But I feel like when I decide to really like lock in with God, it was like it completed this essence of me. So yeah, then I also see like the beauty of being a woman in God's eyes. That's I think
oh.
I hope that makes sense.
No,
what
No,
about
it
yeah.
does. It
Mm-hmm.
does.
what
Yeah.
about you, Carly?
For me, I feel like I want to say when I became friends with you guys is when I find, yeah.
Really? That's so
Yeah, to
sweet.
get like so serious. That's when I felt like, okay, I'm a woman. Cause I just feel like it's so important to have like women in your a group of women in your
Absolutely.
life.
100%.
And before I just felt like if I would have friendships, I would just lose them or sabotage them for some reason. Cause I'm just like, you know what, I'm never meant to
Oh,
have like girlfriends.
Oh,
But truly, when I met you guys and we started to really like hang out and like, learn more about girlhood, I'm like, I'm a woman. Like, I love being a woman.
I
I
love
love,
I
it
love
yeah, like,
being a woman
I
too.
just, I love how we hype each other up and how we can get so like
here.
down and
Giddy.
serious, but then we like
Yes.
can fuck around whenever we
Yeah.
want to. And like, it's honestly, I do love being a woman. It's
Oh,
like the way that we can like unite and just be there for each other is just, I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like, Fabian, when you were talking about too, like how, you know, you were able to kind of feel that way, like with God too. Like, how do you feel like God views you as a woman? Like, how does that look like for you? How does he make you feel special and connected?
Are you asking me? Are you
Yeah,
asking me?
yeah.
Oh, okay. um,
Fabian.
how does God make me feel special? I feel like God makes me feel special by I feel like he's illuminating a path and the as I get closer with him every day or as I just like I incorporate him in my life daily. Whether that's prayer, I'm just acknowledging something in nature, I'm acknowledging myself, I'm acknowledging my beautiful community. I'm like, damn, I have a really nice life. And I think God shows me I'm special by honestly just the life I've been given. I feel like I've
Oh,
been able to turn around my life. At one point, it was getting a little. I had two paths I could have went, but
you
he
had to
makes me
pick
feel.
one?
Yeah, and I picked the right one, I guess, or I pivoted. But God allows me to feel special by, yeah, just he illuminates my life. And it's even the little things, like freaking
Oh.
the trees blowing and my hair is blowing in the same direction. I'm like, wow, I'm really connecting. I don't know, I'm just very grateful and I'm grateful I know God. I'm grateful to be a woman and I think I think the current state of my life is a reflection of God's ability to make me feel special. I'm really happy in my life right now.
Oh,
So,
that's
yeah.
really beautiful.
What about you,
Yeah, I feel
ladies?
like God really protects us as women. Like he
Yes.
created us to protect us and to have men that protect us too. So I feel like that also ties into like, going, as a child, a young girl, and then going into your teens and then your young adult life and then now and then older life. I feel like God really, like you said, like illuminates us and he wants these things for us. And that's why there are certain things in the Bible that teach us and show us like what to do, what to follow. Um, I feel like he makes us feel very special and connected with his word, like he gave us these things to help us, and like sometimes I feel like as a younger woman, or like maybe, you're not on your faith journey yet, you kind of view it the opposite way. Like you might view it as like, oh, there's so many restrictions, like I have to wait till marriage, or like,
I know. Dang, I want the dick now.
like, wow.
I'm not married, by the way. I'm not married. So And that's why I'm calling Elvin my partner, because boyfriend sounds ugly, y'all. Like, now
You're
that I'm
like,
a mom, but
I know, you're like, I
not
can't say
married.
husband.
I can't say husband, but
But like I feel like God, like he really like we're his daughters. Like we're really his
Oh,
daughters and I've like been participating in Lent this year and when I pray every night, I used to have this feeling of like fear. Especially as a woman, like I feel like I'm just not embodying things that I should, like in the Bible. Like I'm not Esther, you know, like I'm not like doing all these things.
you're Emily.
But period, you know. But like now when I pray and like I feel really protected. Like I like will get down on like I have like a lot of negative thoughts about myself and then I immediately now will just be like God doesn't feel that way about me, especially as a woman. Like he loves me and he created me this way for this reason and I just feel like he makes me feel speak Emily. He makes me feel very special and connected again through his words and not only that, but his actions. Like everything I've been through in life, I have survived and he has protected me and done the most traumatic things in my life have still been done gracefully. And I feel like that
Period.
is because I'm his daughter and I am a woman and he still protects us and shields us in this way that cultivates our femininity. So
right.
I
that's
love
it for me though. Drops mic.
Round of applause.
I'm going to
No, that was
church.
beautifully
That
said.
was, yeah, yeah.
I feel
Oh
like
my
he just spoke through me.
Yes, he was like, I will speak for you.
Like,
God.
like, hey, I'm like, I still gotta go to church tomorrow. I'm joking. I'm joking. What about you, Carly? Because you've also been in your spiritual bag, and
Yes.
you've been in
How has
it.
that been? Yes.
So, I mean, I feel like I've always wanted, like, I've always had where I'm like, I'm gonna focus on, having a relationship with God, and I feel like I've always believed in Him. I always talk to Him, but I am Catholic, and I still didn't have all my sacraments done, so I always felt like there was something missing. But I'm like, no, like he always shows up for me. So I'm like, what can I do to also show up for him, right? Because I still feel like, given, like Emily said, like, yes, I've gone through some stuff, but I feel like God is still there for me and protects me. So I'm like, I just need to do something to also be like, show God that I love him too. So I got my sacraments. I just felt like I needed to get that done. Just to really feel like I'm truly connected to him, and that's actually when I got pregnant. And I also thought, going through Lent season, I was also getting my sacraments, and I came to the conclusion that Elvin and I came to the conclusion that we wouldn't get pregnant until we got married. I
Mm,
was like, I need us to get married, because this is the least that I can do for him. Be married and then have my baby. Because maybe this is why I'm not. This is why we don't have kids yet. Because we're
mm,
trying, and so I'm like, let me do this one thing. And literally, I got my sacraments done, and find out I was pregnant a month later. Actually, a few weeks later, maybe 2, 3 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. And I'm like,
Wow.
how does he? And I truly believe that's a gift from him.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, how? Like, I literally said I wouldn't, and then you give me this baby.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
even though the Bible says wait until you're married.
But I feel like that was like also a way of like him being like, you don't have to be perfect for me, and you
yeah.
don't have to do everything for me to deliver for you. Like,
Right.
we've already forgiven. And not only is it forgiven, but it's forgotten. Like, I think we forget that too. Like, we forget that too. We actually remember and keep tabs of a lot more than he
Right.
does. You know, he already knows low key everything. I mean, high key
He
everything, you
does everything.
know? So, like, I mean, obviously we have free will and things like that, but he
Yeah.
already loves us no matter what we have done, and we can come to him as we are. And I think that's what you did. You came to him as you were, and you were trying to do something for him. And maybe, yeah, that was a way for him to be and show you, like, hey, you don't, like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's the fact that you're willing and your heart was showing that you were
Right.
so open to creating this new relationship and this new experience and Catholicism with him And that came out of it. And I feel like a lot of times, like, people, like, for me in my faith, like, I like sometimes, like, yo, if I did that, he's gonna punish me, like,
Mhm.
like, or like I get like this kind of fearful thing, and I've been working really hard on that. But I think, again, as a woman, he just has all this grace for us, and he's
Yeah.
gentle with us. He's
Yes.
gentle and soft. Like, he's not here to reprimand us. He's not here to be mean to us. And I think his love is what sets the tone for like all relationships in our lives, even just how we as
Yeah.
a woman we work and how we operate in womanhood with our girls, our sisters, our daughters. I think it's really important to just embody that as well. But yeah, I think it's just really beautiful.
It
I
is. Yeah, it
Gosh.
is.
You were preaching. It was giving preacher Emily.
know, you gave me that.
I need to be in your Bible study.
Right, right. I'm about to tear up right now
No,
too.
literally.
Oh. Well, I love
Yeah.
that I'm making you guys tingle a little bit.
A little tingly tingly.
But like, I think I'm really in awe. And I feel like this is what womanhood is. It's like you have these conversations, you flow, you talk, and then you get
Yeah.
silly, but then you get deep. And like
Right.
things come up. And I think one more question I had that is like really important, I feel like, for me to ask you guys is like, as women and as adults, like Fabian, you mentioned earlier, like there's sometimes like you may not feel like a woman, you still feel like a little girl.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of womanhood, but like, how would your younger Fabian or younger self feel about Fabian now? Like, how would that little girl, like, if she was in front of you right now, like, how would you feel? Like, how would she feel? How would you feel? Would you hug her? Like, what would, like,
Oh
how would
my
that go?
gosh. I would literally, I hope I don't start tearing up. I would like grab her and hug her so tightly. Be like, we fucking did it. We fucking did it. And we're almost there with the whole doctor. It will hopefully get into a PhD program. But like, I really, I would have a lot of big aspirational goals, but I did not like myself when I was a kid. Oh my God. But
Yeah, it makes me cry too.
yeah, I was like, I always felt so like, I don't know. I think maybe because I had a hard childhood. Like, I was a really sensitive kid, and my parents did not nurture my sensitivity. They actually saw it as something, I don't know, they were annoyed by it, genuinely. But I mean, they were young parents, first time parents with me, so whatever, whatever. I can give them grace. But it did affect me a lot. So I feel like, I don't know, I really didn't like myself and stuff. But now I fucking love myself. And I don't love myself
Oh.
because of the way I look, even though I do find myself beautiful. I would tell you, younger Phoebe, you're gorgeous. We're gorgeous. And then, one day we're going to be old, wrinkly, and saggy, whatever. It's fine. That's a blessing in itself, too. But no, I think like really appreciating and honoring your own natural beauty or just who you are is very important. And that was one thing I struggled with when I was younger, even as a teen and even my earlier 20s. Now I'm like, I completely embrace myself. Yeah, younger Fabian would be proud, and she would probably be so happy of like the outcome. She would be like, "Why are you doing certain things? Can you stop that?" But but other than that, I have so many friends. I used to get bullied a lot when I was like in elementary school, so I have so many amazing girlfriends. I have guy whatever guy friends are cool, but no, the girlfriends that I have, they're like sisters. Like this is forever. And yeah, I'm genuinely. I think my younger self would be very happy, and I'm even excited to see what older Fabian's gonna look back at my 20s and 30s or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
That's really sweet. Like, I'm over here like,
I know. Makes
like,
me tear
oh,
up.
I love that. I think she would be very, very proud of you. She would, yeah, I think it would just be
Yes.
like, wow, that's me.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing these things that we said we wanted to do. Like I really wanted to help people through medicine, and then I mean I kind of pivoted I don't want to be like a doctor. I want to be a scientist so I can help the doctors treat the peoples. Um, but yeah, it's coming to fruition. It just goes to show like you really do need to be authentically yourself, and I see that blooming so much in Emily. I really do see it blooming in you. Like I remember we used to talk so much in our like late teens, early 20s. Like we have these goals, we have these dreams, and now we're really chasing it. And I'm happy to hear, Carlelli, that you're even more inspired now that in your motherhood, in your womanhood, this new version of your womanhood, that you want to showcase, who you are and make your daughter proud one day when she can understand what you're doing.
Right, right.
And when she's in her 20s, I'm like, wow, my mom did that and she had a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Carly? How would younger Carlelli feel about you now as a mom, as just yourself? Just like how would that look? How would she feel? How would you feel looking at her?
I feel like, oh my God, I don't even wanna. I was also very insecure when I was little. Like, I was like, I am so ugly. Like, what the heck? And blah, blah, blah. Like, I did not think I was pretty. And now, today, even going through motherhood, because sometimes we do feel a little ugly. No, I feel like she would be so happy too to be where I am today. First feeling confident in myself and really being myself all the time, because I always feared. I always I'm always this like happy giggly person, and I would get bullied, but I'm like, why are you always laughing? And I'm like, why? It's not funny. And I'm just like, "Oh, be
Like,
happy,
Be
okay,
happy, yo. Damn.
be happy.
be
why
happy,
why
bitch.
why are you miserable?"
Ah,
Yeah,
be
literally. You're
happy.
so miserable.
No, no, seriously. So no, she would be so happy, so proud, especially being a mom, because being a mom is all I ever wanted to be. And I know, like, thinking about that when you're young, it's like, what? But I told myself when I was little that when I have a baby or a family, I'm gonna make sure that I that I'm going to be a good mom and I'm going to have a good dad for my baby. Because if I do not want to go through what I don't want my kid to go through what I went through.
Mhm.
So the fact that I'm able to say that I did that, it just makes me happy. Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
did
I'm
She'd
that.
be
happy.
so
I'm a
proud.
confident woman now and a happy
Oh,
mama. So she
I
would be
love that.
happy. What about you, Emily?
What about you, Miss
She's right
Emily?
here.
Stop it. I'm gonna cry.
Everybody bring up the
Actually,
food.
I don't
I
post out the
actually
picture.
have like a picture of myself because we used it at school, so I already had it. But I was like, I'm gonna keep this at my desk so that
Oh,
whenever I feel a certain way, or I get, especially now, like as I'm actively chasing my dreams, I get imposter syndrome a lot. Whew, it's
same.
taking minutes.
It's okay.
um, and I just look at her and I just feel like, well, this version of me would just be like, like
Like,
she
like,
wouldn't
like,
even know. Like she wouldn't
a
even know.
goo.
But like yeah, like mama. I'm like, no, I'm you. I'm not your mom.
We the same.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a specific, like when I say younger version of me, I think of this certain Emily at this certain age, and it's like fifth grade me, and like you guys said, not confident, wasn't okay with even my skin color at that point because I went to a
Mhm.
school where it was like all white kids and just like there was like really a handful of us brown kids. And so I was not confident at all. And I feel like now I'm just like I embrace my skin tone, like I love getting tan. I embrace my hair. I embrace so many different features that I didn't like then. Like I had really bushy eyebrows as a kid, and like I still try to keep them on the thick side.
Same.
Yeah, like I feel
I don't
like
like caterpillars.
if I were to like, yeah, I would hate it. I was like crying to my mom to get them like threaded, everything, because I was so insecure. So like I feel like if I just walked in a room and I saw that Emily, the first thing I would do was just cry and hug her. And I would just be like, it's okay. Like, it is okay. And I think there would just be a moment where I would tell her, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be
Mhm.
hard. Like, this isn't gonna be easy. Like, I wouldn't like give her like, oh, it's gonna be all rainbows. No, I'm a whisper in her ear and be like, and don't ever talk to men.
No,
Like,
literally, do not. That first man, that second man, and the third.
yeah, like
Run,
that first
please.
one, run.
Like, don't even
No, but
look. Don't.
yeah, like don't, girl, don't ever go to get your glasses, okay?
Oh my God.
But no, I would be real with her. I'd be like, look, even if I was what, 9 years old, 10 years old, I'd be like, look, it's not gonna be easy, but guess what? You see me, right?
Uh-huh.
I look good, right?
We look
Yeah,
good, right?
yeah. Do whatever you gotta do because everything's gonna work out the way that it's supposed to. And I think she would be a little confused because she's like, what do you mean you're not like 6 kids in? Because I always, ever since I was little, I was like, I'm gonna have 6 kids, I'm gonna have a farm, and I'm gonna have this and that. And that.
Oh, the farm is so cute.
Yeah,
The
like
I
farm
mean,
is so
I have a
cute.
farm.
I was like,
We
I'm
have
gonna have
horses.
cows and horses and all
Yes.
these dogs and 6 kids and a husband, and I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom. That's what I wanted my job to be when I was little. I wanted to be a
I
stay-at-home.
want to be a stay-at-home
I
mother.
literally, there's like a paper somewhere, I think from like third grade, where I was like trophy wife. Like that's what I want to be when I grow
Yeah.
up. I need to find it. But yeah, I would just be so impressed with myself because I'm like, wait, you didn't even need a man. You didn't even need like I would be so flabbergasted. And I think it would just be such a good opportunity to give myself a role model, but it's me. I feel like growing up, it's like you have different role models, like your mother, your
Mhm.
sisters, both of you guys are older sisters. So for me, I look up to my older sisters, but like,
Mhm.
you guys don't have that older sister.
Oh
You
my
guys
God.
are the older sister. So it's a little harder. But like for me, especially, I feel like kind of looking at myself as my own older sister too. Not to say that my sisters like love them if you guys are listening, but like just kind of being like you didn't like you did it your own way and it was very unconventional, but like you did it and we're still doing it. She would be proud. I feel like she would be like, "You're a boss bitch." Like
Yeah.
I love that. Like just boss energy. Like it would be really, really, really heartwarming. I just really wanted to ask that because I feel like a lot of times, especially in our womanhood, we go through times where we're grieving old timelines that we set. Like, I don't have the farm, I don't have the 6 kids, don't got the man, don't got the ring. Like, my life does not look like at all what I imagined it would.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I think it's actually more than what I wanted. And I think it
Right.
will continue to be more. Like I can't imagine like 5 years from now what it's going to look like. And I don't see it getting worse because one, God is not gonna let that happen. And
No.
two, because I'm just looking, I'm the proof. I'm the proof. And she would be looking at some proof. Okay. But I do wish I could hold her because I feel like she needed some huggies. And I
Oh,
just feel like
yes.
that version of me. And you know what I'm thinking of? I'm like, what if the three of us were hanging out when we were little? Like,
Oh
what if
my
it was the three?
gosh. What do you think that would look like?
I'd probably, I'd, I would probably be like, hey guys, you want to put some makeup on?
Yeah. I need to wash this off before I get home, but yeah, let's do
Yes, same
it.
here.
I'm like,
Yes.
well, my mommy lets me because I have two older sisters. She doesn't care anymore.
Wow, that's so nice. She lets you. She
Well,
has
she doesn't
makeup.
know. Like she's asleep.
Let's go.
Right. Like, come on, guys. Actually, and we can get a little bit of this.
Okay, now I'm gonna
I'm
be
just
coming
kidding.
home like this. Like, what's wrong with my child?
No, I would be scared. I'd be like, no, Emily, I'm not gonna do it. Mom's gonna be
No,
so mad at
I
me.
was
I
such
was
a
like,
like
Carlelli, you have to.
Like, no, no.
for the
I
plot,
was such a
Carlelli, for the plot.
I was such a scary cat. I would be so scared of my mom. I'm
No,
just
I
like,
was
no, mommy,
petrified.
no.
Like, no, 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 I cannot upset her. Meanwhile, I was running laps.
Hey. Eventually, I was like, they can't control me. I am my own person.
Girl,
I
you know
have a
when I
soul that
realized
wants to
that?
explore.
Yeah, Favor's gonna get her karma with her daughter.
I
Watch.
know that. I was just telling Emily, like, we were on the phone the other day, and I was like, I know the day I have kids, that karma is coming. Because the way I would stress my parents out. And I mean, although I was a sensitive and emotional kid, and at times in my childhood, I was like, this isn't right. No, I mean, maybe I did need a couple of those beatings. I'm sorry. I mean, not beatings, but disciplinary actions. Because no, I was actually a pretty rambunctious kid. I was a really energetic kid. I wanted to do everything. I was jumping up on everything. I was like, So maybe I need a little. I'm not saying beat your kids. I'm just saying correct them. And then I would also tell my younger self, like, you'll have a better relationship with your parents when you get older. Because
You
God,
just wait, let it go. Yeah.
yeah,
Let yourself get there. I feel like, again, just like being a woman, we're just girls. Like, we're just
we're
girls. That little
just
girl is
girls.
always going to be inside of us. And I think if we nourish that, if we continue to like have these conversations with each other, if we like put ourselves first, first, like you
Yes.
are Carlelli before you are a mother.
Yes.
You are Carlelli before you are a daughter, before you are a sister. You are you, right? Like, and I'm me, and Fabian is Fabian, and that's what we're gonna be. Okay? Like, and I think just going through life with that and having these girls that support you and go through these different phases, because we had different phases. The three
Yeah.
of us are in different phases right now. We don't talk
Right.
every day, we don't hang out every week, but we still make it a point to say, like, hey, like, do you want to come on this episode? Like, we really see where you are right now. We're in different spaces, like, let's do this together. So I think it's really important to find your group and love them, love on them, be a village, be a
Be a
villager.
village. Yes, be a villager.
Be a
Yeah.
villager.
Y'all
What they
want a
Pick
say?
your friends.
village, but
Pick
y'all
your
ain't
friends
doing
up
the
from the airport.
villaging. Yeah.
Yes.
Pick your friends
Without
up from the
requesting them for
airport
some money.
from BWI.
No, literally. I feel like it's also as women, this is for us to know how we can support each other in these different phases of life, and this can translate it for other people who are watching this. Yes, this is how you do come together. This is how the village maintains itself, because it's not like we innately know what everybody's thinking, what everyone's going through, but you have to check in. You have to ask. Like, I like to ask people, like, how do you want me to support you? Because I know how I like to be
Right.
supported,
Yeah.
but that doesn't translate the same. And I care about my friendships. You have to really care about your friendships, and it'll show. And I hope
And
the
it will.
girls
Yes.
know.
And it's like planting a seed. You see the flower, different seasons. The soil might be a little dry. You need a
Is
little
that
more
right?
water. It might be a really rainy season and that sun is not coming out. And it's also like that saying where it's like, kind of, what friend are you? Are you a succulent friend? Are you an orchid? Like, I feel like
Mm.
different times you're going to be different things. But
Yeah.
it's also about, like, as a woman, how women are. Like, that. And, you may not know what pregnancy or postpartum looks like, but you're definitely hearing about it. You
Yeah.
definitely have
Right.
that grace and just that knowledge and care for your friends. So even just a simple check-in is important. That's what I think girlhood, sisterhood is about forgiveness, grace, and most importantly, I don't think it's said a lot, but respect. I think it's a lot of respect. Like,
100%.
you
100%.
have to respect the woman in your life. You
Right.
respect your
Yes.
mother. I mean, that might look a little different for everybody because, I'm not even going, people have different relationships with their mother. So maybe
Yeah.
you respect important women in your life. Let's put it like that. And when you respect somebody, there is a lot more that will come with it.
Yeah.
Love, loyalty, all that curiosity, care comes right after respect. But for me, at least for me, respect is number one on my list before a lot. If you respect me, that means you see me.
Yeah.
And you see me in a light that says, hey, Emily, I'm not gonna disrespect you. Bet we gonna get along just fine.
Perfect, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
sisterhood is respect, it's love, it's forgiveness, it's, hey girl, can I just come over in my PJs and we don't even have to talk. I just need a body double.
I need a
Like,
body next to
Right.
me. Let's just scroll and eat
yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like, girlhood is gonna look like, oh my gosh, the baby just did not go to sleep. And then I'm over here like, he didn't even call me back. Megan's over here like, oh my gosh, I'm throwing up 5 times.
No,
Like it's just
literally.
gonna look so different for everybody. But I think it's about just meeting each other where we are, because we've all been there and we all will go there and we've seen each other.
Yeah.
We're gonna continue to see each other. And again, valuing each other is just as important. And I didn't think this episode would go this long, but I think that just shows, like,
It's just how
How
again,
important
passionate
it
we
is.
are.
we
Yeah.
Yes.
love being girls and women.
Girls.
It's just the
Yes.
best thing ever. I would not trade it. I really would not
Yeah.
trade it for
Me neither.
anything. I love it here.
Me too.
I love being a woman. I'm a
I
woman
feel
from New
like a
York.
woman. No, literally. Like, I'm about to get off this quad, do my makeup, and go be outside because
Hey,
it's the first
okay.
official day of spring. So I
Yes,
Oh,
love
yes,
you.
yes,
Yeah.
birthday!
yes.
And
Ah, okay. Well, y'all have fun.
no. And that's a perfect
Y'all have
example.
fun. Yeah.
No, I'm literally gonna go
I
to
might go on a
the
little
lab.
walk.
You're gonna go to
Well,
for a
Favor's going
walk.
to the lab.
For a walk.
You're going for the walk. I'm gonna be outside.
Be
Okay.
But
outside,
I
please.
love you, ladies. I will give you a
Love you
recap if
too.
anything crazy happens tonight. Okay.
Okay.
But I highly doubt it. But otherwise, again, keep the ladies in your life close. Respect women always, and go tell a
Always.
woman you love her. Go buy her some flowers. If you made it this far into the episode, leave us a pink heart, and that way we will know that you listened. And as always, we love you.
We love
Anyone have
you.
any closing remarks they would like to add?
Oh, me. Stop with the mommy shaming, girls. We are better than this.
We're
We
better
need to
than
be,
this.
we're better than this. We
Mm-hmm.
just said how much we love being a woman. Let's show love to each other, the respect that Emily was saying.
And don't shame the
Exactly.
mothers.
The stop
Don't shame the
shaming.
mothers.
Don't shame
And
the
don't shame
mothers,
the non-mothers
please. And
either.
don't shame each other. Let's stop shame.
Yeah,
Let's stop with the shaming each other. Let's just show each other
Girls support
love.
girls. Let's just support
Yes,
period.
girls.
yes.
Girls support
And you
girls.
let other mamas raise their kids however they want to raise their kids. That's
Yeah.
you
Period.
guys.
They want to give them red Cheetos? Give them red Cheetos.
Let them have red
Let them
Cheetos. They
have
know
some
what they're doing.
Cheetos. Give them an ice. Give them a Twinkie.
They want
Give
their
'em-
iPad? Let them have their iPad.
let them have the iPad, girl. You don't know
Let
what she's
them.
going through. You do not know what
Right.
that mama going through. Let her be.
Yup.
Right.
So no
Yup.
more mama shaming here. But I
Love
love you
that.
guys. Thank you for
Love
I love
having
you guys.
you.
me.
Bye.
Thank you for having me on the episode.